The latest, and some say the best, Vietnam War movie to be released is Full Metal Jacket. Well, one of the actors who made it good is with Peter, although you probably are going to have to work at recognizing this actor even if you've seen the movie. I know I did.
Vincent D'Onofrio is here. Let's say South Floridian. We can call him that. Lives in Hialeah. Still, right?
Yes.
Okay. Vincent, first of all, let's get all the obvious stuff out of the way. You had to gain 70 pounds to do this role.
Yes, I did.
And you had to lose it at the end.
Yeah.
Was that hard or easy?
It was to lose it. It was hard to take it off, yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
okay. So everybody can see who we're talking about in the film, because I don't, you know, I would recognize because I have pretty much studied the film. But so everybody else knows who we're talking about. Let's roll the film clip that we have. You'll recognize Vincent after a while.
With me again, Pyle. Pick up your cover. Sir, yes, sir. Shoulder. Left shoulder. Your right shoulder. Left, your left shoulder.
I might also add that that is one of the kind and gentle moments in this movie, Full Metal Jacket. It's a nasty flick. You know, there's no way around it. It's a gut wrencher. When you got involved in it and you looked at the role, what was it that went through your head about what you had to do to become that person for 10 hours a day?
Yeah. Well, first of all, after I read the script, I knew that I'd have to gain the weight, because the only way that Leonard could have been played is the way that it was. He had to be weak in some way, and he was weak-minded. I knew that it would be a very emotional and stressful situation I'd put myself into, so I prepared myself. When we started doing the film, we went through a training, about 7 weeks of training, and Lee Ermey, who plays the sergeant, I remember seeing him for the first time in the mess tent, and I said, we were meeting for the first time, and I said, Lee, don't call me Vince, call me Leonard. And that's all I had to do, because we used that 7 weeks from then on while he was training me as rehearsal period.
I got to tell you, when I was in basic training, there was a kid just like your character in basic training, and there was a drill sergeant exactly like the drill sergeant. Well, obviously, he was a drill sergeant in real life, but some of the characterizations in the movie were right on. We called the kid Baby Huey instead of Private Pyle.
Yeah. We watched lots of documentaries, and we saw lots of things that helped us out a lot.
Yeah, helped us out to get that gritty kind. It's a kind of a gritty feeling in basic training or in boot camp, as you put it in the Marines. Let's get beyond this now to talking about Vietnam War flicks as a whole. And now I'm not going to try and compare any of those movies, but they've come out now, and this is the first real spate of Vietnam War flicks. We've had 4 in the last several months. You think the public perception has changed to let them like those movies enough to go pay money for them?
I don't know if it's changed. I think that the most important thing about the movies is the obvious, that it shows what it was like, what had happened. You know, in the boot camp sequences there, it shows you how they stripped the Marine down, how they made him nothing. They cut off his hair. They gave him absolutely nothing but grief the whole time, to kind of strip him down and build him into a soldier, a killing machine, really. And in the Vietnam sequences, there you have these kids that end up in Vietnam in the middle of warfare in a city fighting battles, and a lot of them have no idea why they're there. There's a Arliss Howard, who plays Cowboy in the movie. There's a scene in the movie where he says, well, there's not one horse in Vietnam, you know, and he's from Texas. So I think that it's good that it shows that. It shows kids in circumstances like that.
You think it's pretty much a learning experience for the audience that goes and sits through the whole thing and watches without covering its eyes?
I think so. When I've seen the movie, I've watched the audience while they're watching the movie, and to see them be affected by it is really moving. It's really nice.
Vincent D'Onofrio, thanks for coming in. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Julie.
Nibel grapes and